Hey guys, what's up? Come on in. How are we doing? Man, this is Nero Dez. We are just getting on. You know, tomorrow's Thanksgiving. It's been a crazy month. November's been busy. I've been trying to stream a lot more, and I don't know if other gamers are feeling this, but some of the games, I keep saying I've noticed that a lot lately. But I keep saying that games I want to play, but then suddenly I just don't feel as fulfilled, or I'm not enjoying it as I used to. And I've heard that it's like part of growing up. Well, I still have an interest in games. I still enjoy games. I still learning, seeing what the newest games are coming out, what the updates are, and finding out what's the most fun thing to play. And I enjoy watching streamers play games too, so I've been thinking more and more about the idea of making a game. I think every kid at some point in time, at some age in their childhood has thought about, oh, I would love to make games as a career. And it's back in the 90s, it seemed like a far-fetched idea. And now I'm a little older in life and I realize there's no such thing as far-fetched ideas. You just gotta put in the effort if you want to do something. Especially nowadays, the information's out there. You can easily figure out a roadmap to get what you want, some kind of project. And there's people out there who've written books or publications, made videos on how they've done success and found success on a lot of projects. And I think it's really important for a lot of people to learn and try to mirror what some of these projects are to be a good touch point. If you can learn the basics, of course, then you can start learning more tricks. So that's kind of the goal right now, is I want to make a basic 2D platformer. I've been thinking about this for a few days, maybe a little longer, a few weeks. And I started looking at some engines, programs, some methods of making games. And I've always liked technology. I got pretty good education, but I am not a coder. I've never coded in my life. I can't write a single line of code as of day one. What's up, Joker? I hope you're ready for a good meal tomorrow. Let's see how the turkey comes out. Now, this is a new adventure today. Like I was saying, I was doing some research and I found Construct. Construct 3 seems to be a pretty decent engine. It's fairly cheap. There's tutorials. Gives you free, royalty-free publishing, and you can publish on many systems. So if I'm going to do something that I have passion in, I like to find a way that it's productive. If it's fun, by all means, this might become more of a thing. Now, again, let's just keep ourselves humble. I don't know diddly squat about making a video game, but I do think with today, we've got enough information out there to start doing it. Let me show you a little bit about Construct 3 and how I found it here. Check this out. This is all from Construct. Yeah. There's a lot of possibility here. So I understand there's a lot of assets that can be found online that are free. A lot of the world building's gonna come, you know, with some other artwork, design. There's get the name of the word. It's not coding, but there's pretty much like a switch on this construct, making things very basic. Is maybe a great start. There's a lot of tricks here. We're gonna learn. If it takes a month, if it takes 2 months, if it takes 3, 4, let's see what we can make. You know? Ideally, one day, 3D games as well. But let's see what happens. I'm gonna try to make like a top-down, you know, the old Zelda-esque type genre games here. So let's get to a project, right? Just a sec here. I got some notes that I want to call up. Okay. Yeah, so how's everybody feeling tonight? You know, it's Wednesday. If you're working this week, it was a short work week. If you're in India, you know, if you're in America, we got Thursday off, Friday off. I'm gonna enjoy it. Okay, I'm pushing buttons by mistake. And got a little heavy on the keyboard. We need to come up now with, let's see, new project. We're gonna name this project Project 1. Let's see here. Do I want a 1080p landscape? Is that kind of what we're looking for here? Viewpoint. Orientation. Start with an event sheet. I really don't know. You know what? Hold on. Let's go to the beginner's guide. We're new here, right? Where winds meet. You know, I'm up for more game recommendations. Where winds meet, I will check that out. Oh, I thought this was going to be a little video. It's going to be reading, following suit. Okay. Manual tutorials. What does the tutorial look like? Let's do this. Tag, see the finished game. Thanks for choosing Construct 3. Let's get started making your first game. You'll be making the Spellcaster demo game. Is this the finish? No, this is not. I don't know what that is. Interesting. Kind of navigating this website here a little bit. Oh, it's a gacha game. You know, gacha games are fun. They're okay. You just gotta know what your budget is if you're gonna be putting money in that kind of stuff. Alright. Let's just get our hands dirty. New game. Project 1. We're gonna do... I really don't know what any of that means. Let's just leave that alone. No, we're gonna do 1080p. Landscape, event sheet. Okay. Optimize, create. Boom, we got a worksheet. I'm ready. Let's take a look here. We got our first project and layouts. License. Name, version, description, colors, startup, display, menu, layer 1. Okay, here we go. Start new object. Ooh, what do we got here? If anyone's got any suggestions, if they've worked with Construct 3, shoot me some notes. I'm always happy to see what's going on. MMORPGs are fun. I do like big multiplayer games. You know, this Construct 3 should support multiplayer. I don't know how big. Okay. Lots of stuff here. Elements, data, 3D shape. Okay, so we're gonna hit sprite. Okay. This will be flare. Okay. Layer will be blue. I don't understand. Am I supposed to add that to the palette? There? I don't know. We gotta keep trying, alright? We're gonna keep figuring this out. I'm not giving up. You just gotta write the right button. Preview. Save image. We're gonna go right to the, hold on. Bring this here really quick. Alright. So here's, I'll even share how we're gonna learn this together, okay? There is some videos we're gonna watch. Okay. Let's take a look at how we want to start. There's a full course site here, beginner's guide. Let's try this one.
So you want to be a software engineer?
I do want to be a software engineer
Make
here.
free account. Write
Let's take a
some
look here.
code. Run the
We're gonna try and not spend as many money or as little money as possible if we can help it. Okay.
Alright guys, pretty pumped. We're going to start our series off with Construct 3. Now Construct 3, I want to do this in the
Okay, let's see here, my friend. Let's do a little plug. This is BlissenX. I've not seen this video before.
Construct 3 is great for beginners. It's an event-based JavaScript React IDE. It allows you to physically build games without really laying down significant to hardcore code. Now this is vital for schematics, understanding game logic, because you're going to carry that mindset straight through with all the other stuff.
Alright, let's see.
You'll get to know everything as we sort of progress and learn. It's no point showing you everything in one tutorial, because I think you're just going to lose sight of what it actually is we're trying to achieve here in terms of.
Do you understand?
Learning.
Can you hear all right? Let's let me know.
So firstly, let's go ahead and name our project. I clicked on this new project. I'm going to call it BlissenX.
BlissenX is the name of the creator here.
Now, yeah, you'll see we're presented with a layout view. The basics you just need to understand is on the left-hand side, we've got properties. Properties equates to not just the layout view, but certain objects as well that we will add certain properties. Right-hand side, you've got the project structure, directory, and everything as such. So this
Okay.
will keep the project tidy, making use of directories, subfolders, etc. We'll understand that later on how to tidy up code. We'll leave it for a separate video. And at the bottom, we've got the tile map and the layout map. Now, this is useful backgrounds. We will have a look at that later on. But today, we're going to be focusing purely on a hero, a little top-down view maybe with an enemy, giving him some movement and then some actions to do.
A hero and an enemy.
So we're on what we consider the layout view, where we will place our objects. The event sheet is a magical place, if you want to call it that. This is where the conditions are going to be with the actions. So
Okay, the event sheet is the magical place.
It makes it so simple for you to understand.
Just take some notes, guys.
To make sure that when you read the code, you understand it. The problem with a lot of developers suffer is that they write code and they don't actually understand the code.
Okay, so this is going to lay out the code for us, make it pretty much layman's terms.
Especially when you start creating functions and things as such later down the line, when you start laying physical code. And this IDE takes care of that heavy lifting, and it presents it to you in a way that is easy to understand while it obviously compiles the JavaScript in the backend. So firstly, let's go ahead and create a object. Now, objects are often known as sprites. These are the little trees, the little
Not too
people,
quiet,
etc.
guys.
And that a lot of photoshopping and graphics is required to make your game look great. The game is mostly, I would say, in and around its look and its feel. That gives it that addictive nature opposed to just the style of play, such as first person or whatever RPG. You know, you've got to give attention to detail. So the purpose of this demonstration is just purely going to be to go through it as quick as possible and keep the videos condensed as we can. So we're going to go ahead and right click and insert a new object.
Okay, so he went to sprite like I did.
Speed things up, especially when you've got so many plugins and
I'm
objects,
curious.
which I'll show you later when search becomes vital. Let's click sprite. Let's click on there. Let's go ahead and just fill the block here for now.
Oh, he filled the block.
Purple, and let's fill the block. And let's give him two little eyes.
Okay, so he's actually drawing art on the...
Means best retro art you're going to see by far. Right, so then we've got a little player. You'll notice he's really big. We're going to go ahead and just downscale him. You can obviously just make use of the size properties here, and always make, you know, on the left hand side, if you want to make use of what we say show to grid, this allows you to keep your project within that, you know, if you're using a 10 by 10 or a 32 by 32, making sure that everything is scaled.
Thank you.
Different resolutions. So we're going to go ahead and just make that little guy there. That is our player one. Just make him a little bit smaller.
Player one, right there. That's your character. That's your hero. Beautiful to tell.
Fantastic. Right, so this player one.
All that
And
pixel has so much
you'll notice that
potential.
I've got a player, but he's not doing anything. If I use the arrows, the mouse click, nothing happens. Right, so this is where behaviors kick in. Now, behaviors, once you've selected the object, is on the left hand side. Behaviors is
There's behaviors. Right on the left side, all the properties.
the legs, the arms, etc. And that is called behaviors. Then in events sheet, I always like to simplify it this way for our students. Is that we create what we call the movability of those arms. But you firstly need to add the arms. So in this case, of movement, if I could put it simply. So behaviors, we're teaching the brain about behavior. So you'll notice there's a lot of behaviors here. We're going to run through all of them. Don't stress too much on it. So the first behavior I want to add is 8 direction.
Direction.
Makes sense. It's self-explanatory. It's an 8-directional movement. So if I go ahead now and click the preview, the arrow keys will allow my little guy to move about.
Let's test it
I've
out.
got a moving character in our first game.
All right. Time to test it out in theory, right? Okay. Okay, so he did this fill. There. Now we have blue. Okay, blue hero. Now he actually drew a little bit. I don't think we really need to do that, but let's just say we did like our little hero. Okay. That's our hero. We did it. Did I just X out of it? Save? Save the image or animation to a file. Oh, I don't think I really needed to do that. Clip, copy. How about just exit? Ta-da, there you are. Let's make it smaller. Woo, there you go. There's our hero. All right, properties, behaviors, new behavior. We're gonna find. Oh, let's get some music on. We're cooking right now. We're cooking. Okay. Direction. Add. Okay. And then what we do preview. Ooh, look at my hero can move. Yes, this is it, guys. We are progressing. Let's see what I can do on my own for a second here, okay? All right. I got some ideas. Click your hero. Let's go to behaviors. Let's add a new behavior. Jump through, shadow cast, solid. Well, he should be solid, right? I don't know. I don't know if he should be solid. Destroy outside, fade, flash, wrap, movement, bullet, move, orbit. Let's jump back to, oops. Where is it? There.
Now, this is very unnatural, unfortunately, because of the fact that
I'm gonna have to stop the music.
in your game. So I'm going to go ahead and code that directly to the keyboard. Now, in order to get the mouse and the keyboard to work correctly, we need to tell the application, listen, we've got a mouse and a keyboard. So again, that's an object. So what we need to do is just, once again, insert a new object and go and look for keyboard. And remember, once you've selected and added, it will disappear from the list.
So they're adding
You'll notice that
keyboard.
came up in the object types. This is great, obviously, guys, to put in different subfolders because everything's going to become very messy in object types.
So he's putting
keyboard
keyboard keys on his character. Okay.
Edition you can't, but in your print edition you can. And we need to create folders for each gameplay, for argument's sake, or whatever that might be. Right, so we've got keyboard now, and let's go and add one more in here, and let's go click insert new, and let's take mouse because I want to use
Mouse.
Let's select mouse, and you'll see that mouse is here. This gives me the ability now to code the mouse and keyboard functions on Java Player. So let's jump over to the event sheet, and let's get some magic happening. Our first one's going to be a system-based movement, if that makes sense. So let's just first create a group so that we know that everything is in one group. I'm going to call it player movement.
Okay.
The reason for this is if we choose to toggle or comment this out.
Now he's gonna bucket everything.
The actual top of this group, and everything that's set.
Oops.
Bugging and testing, and obviously
Too many
more
buttons.
than one developer. This is a vital form of
Okay. Okay, so we're gonna take this here. We're gonna go to keyboard. Oh, okay. Not a behavior, but actually a right click. And then right click, you're going to go to add. No, hold on. Let me think about this really quick here. Insert preview. Hold on. I got something. Insert new object. Keyboard. Insert. Added keyboard to the object. There we go. Now we're going to go here again and we're going to insert new object. And that's going to also put us to mouse. There. Ah, learning. Then we go to the event sheet. In the event sheet, we're going to add a new event. No, cancel. We're going to, what are we doing? Put that away.
you could say development, testing, and obviously if we need to disable the actual top of this group.
Okay, hold on.
Right, the reason for this is if we choose
Add
to
group,
comment
is that what it is?
group, so that we know that. Let's get some magic happening. Our first one's going to be a system-based movement.
Add event.
So let's just first create a group.
Add
so that
group.
we know that everything is in one group. I'm going to call it player. Right, the reason for this is if we choose to
Joker,
toggle or comment
listen,
this out,
anyone
we
right
can
now,
disable the
I'm just
actual top
reading the
of
message
group,
on
and
YouTube.
will be disabled.
The weather's
Bugging and
terrible
testing,
outside.
code if you've got more than one developer. This is
Awful.
of you could say development, that the structure is key. Structure is so important when it comes to development. Think about the next guy that has to take over. Right, let's go ahead and add our first event, which is going to be a system-based event because I want every tick to take place. In other words, I want every frame to do something. So we're going to give it the every tick command. Then what I wanna do
Every
is I want
tick.
my-
Okay, hold on. There's a lot going on here. Let's put that there. I think what I need to do, we're going to put that actually there. And then, yeah, I like that. We'll put this up here. That up there. Okay. So add event. Wait, no, we need to add a group. Okay. Player. Movement. Cool. Now, hold on.
Everything is in one group. I'm going to call it player.
So player
The
movement.
reason for this is if we choose to toggle or comment this up, in other words, disable, we get to just disable the actual top of this group, and everything that sits in it will be disabled. So for bugging and testing, and obviously if we need
Okay, so he could disable everything.
you could say development.
I see why he's bucketing.
Structure is so important when it comes to development. Think about the next guy that has to take over. But let's go ahead and add our first event, which is going to be a system-based event because I want every tick to take place.
System.
Every frame to do something. So I'm going to give it the every tick command. Then what I want to do is I want my player, instead of using the directional keys, I want it to face where my mouse cursor is going to face. To the other, if that makes sense. Wherever the mouse cursor is, I want to be able to look that way. So the first thing I'm going to go ahead and add is that direction. You can say the angle. It's at the angle. I'm going to go ahead and click on strike. And then we're going to go just type in angle. We're going to go set the angle. And we are then going to say angle. Open brackets. Everything should just pop up as you type in. We're going to go player, sorry.
Angle.
X, player, sorry, player, X.
What is he typing?
Player dot.
Angle player?
Player
What? X player, Y mouse, X.
The name of our sprite is player. Okay, the reason why this is not coming up is because I've completely forgotten to give the sprite a name, so I'm just going to feature sprite here. So player.
Okay, so he's going through it right now. He's having some struggles. All right, we're gonna go here. From player movement, we did layout. Nope. Okay, here. System. And it's gonna be every tick. Add action. It had something to do with movement. I'm lost. Where was he?
I want to set the angle of that. So I'm going to go ahead and click on sprite.
Clicks on
We're gonna go ahead
sprite.
and just type in angle.
Sprite
So
set angle.
And we are then going to say
Okay, let's see if I can figure that out. Player. Set angle. Okay. New object angle in degrees. Now, what was he typing?
angle. We're going to open brackets. Everything should just pop up that you type in. We're going to go player.x, which is the x player. So player.x.
Angle player
comma,
X.
Player.y. Oh, come on.
Dot Y.
I'm going to say mouse.
Angle player dot
See if
X.
it pops up.
Player
Mouse
dot Y. What? Okay. Angle. Play. Oh, okay. Angle. X. Player. Is that right? What is he typing? Like do I not understand the language here? Angle player X. Why? What is he trying to type? He's struggling right now, so let's see what is in progress.
Okay, the reason why this is not coming up is because I've completely forgotten to give the sprite a name, so I'm just going to feature on sprite here and say player.
Okay, so he sets angle. Angle. Oh, it says right there. Okay, let's try that. Angle.
See if it's green, means that it's right. Let's go ahead and add that. Now, effectively, if I move the mouse cursor, essentially my player should follow him. See that? Which is great. And now I can use the movement, but wherever I move the mouse cursor, he's going to run.
Okay, hold on. Before you go all there. Help. Nope. That's not what I want. New angle. Angle player. Okay, I'm very curious. He did that smoothly, like angle. Player. X. Angle player X. Player Y mouse. Okay, hold on. Player Y mouse X, mouse, Y. Angle player is not an object name. Okay. So how about angle dot player? Angle dot player dot X dot player dot Y dot mouse dot mouse X. Okay, it's player X, player Y, mouse X, mouse Y. Player X, player Y, mouse X, mouse Y. Cannot. Done. Okay, syntax error. What's he doing on the end?
Means that it's right. Just go ahead and add that. Now effectively.
Wait. Oh, I see. So that's right. But at angle, we do the parentheses. That's what I'm missing. Okay. I see it now. So after angle, we do a parentheses. We're creating a function, just like Excel. Okay. So angle, parentheses, put in your code or whatever lines you want to call it. I don't want to offend any coders here, but player.x. Okay. Done. Can't go here. Okay. So, hold on. How does that look? X dot player. Okay. It's player dot X. Player dot X dot player I'm getting red. Why am I getting red? Let's try that actually. Let's try this way. He wants me to do something kind of strange. So let's see if I can find it like this. We do angle, parentheses. Now you do X1 number, Y1 number. So we'll do player okay dot X, yeah, dot player. Does that work? No. He's X, then player.y. It's, I just don't know if there's a I don't think it likes any of that. Capitalized mouse. Okay. Dot cannot go here. So we're going to remove the dot. X player. X player is not a valid expression. Space. Player can't go here. You're missing something before it. Player dot X does not make any parameters. I'm missing something here. I don't think this video is going to help. Really don't know. What to say about that. Let's try another video really quick here. Okay.
Are you struggling in your calculus?
No one wants to listen to that, right? What am I doing wrong here, guys? Let's think of something. Okay.
So this is obviously the first place that you need to start when you make a game or any other project, P02, and every time I save it, I increase that number by 1. That will help you out because sometimes if your program crashes later on, then you can go back to one of the previous saves, and this is something that I highly recommend. You also get the option to set your size. Now, the lower you go, the higher the pixel rate or the higher the resolution of the game is. Now, the higher you go on this list, the lower resolution. So let's select a good one here, and the one that I like to do is a 720p. This is a good one for learning, and your goal right now, when you're first starting game development, is not to make a very high resolution 4K game. You just need to learn the basics and learn how to make games fun. Now, there's two basic modes. We have landscape and portrait. Landscape obviously means that the width is greater than the height, and portrait is the opposite here. You also have the
for your
aspect ratio.
mobile
So
games.
if you're making an older style game, older TVs had a different aspect ratio. This is the relation between the width and the height, or the height and the width, respectively. And if you want to make a mobile game that can be viewed in portrait mode, then you obviously click portrait. So that's basically what you need to understand here. The orientation here, you should lock it into whatever orientation that you pick. You don't have to. You don't really need to click that. All it does is it makes the pick every single one of these items does, right? And if I click the menu here, do I need to know everything? Very complex. And sometimes you might not even use everything, right? So the items that you need to make a game. So
skipping
in
over
game
here.
development, and specifically construct game development, you have a layout, and this is what the what people see. So for instance, if I push, I believe it's the Alt key or the Apple key, and you use your scroll, you can actually see this is the entirety of the game, and you're probably noticing
Okay.
this dotted line here. Now what this is this is the actual screen. So if I push the play
That's the
button, we now
screen.
print screen. Now of course, there's nothing in there right now, and you're wondering
Okay.
why there's a dotted line and
So
why
there's
a thick
four
red,
screen
thick line
windows.
and gray, etc. Well, this basically is what the camera or the view screen will see, and we can of course change that. But the reason why there's more than one kind of area here is because if you think of a game where your character might move outside of the current viewport into something else, like a whole level, like if you're imagining a game where a character moves from screen to screen, you need this extra room to actually put in your level development. So
Interesting.
what you can do, is, for example, if you click on this layout sheet here, you can see that there is the size, and this is of course the width and the height, right? And if, for instance, you click on the game here,
Okay.
you'll notice that the viewport size, and that's that dotted line here, by the way, it's the viewport. So the viewport size is 1280 by 720. So if I go ahead and click this here and paste it here, copy and paste it, you'll see that the viewport changes here. Now, one of the things I highly recommend when you're first making games is to actually make games that are only one screen. This should be your first kind of exploration into game development, making big
A
long games that are
one-screen
like
game.
RPGs or that have many
I
levels,
don't-
etc. You don't
I
want to start there
don't
because you need to learn the
disagree
basics
for your
first.
first.
And if you can make one screen really good, then you can start to make more screens good. But if you can't make one screen fun or enjoyable or playable, then then how can you make a bigger game? Well,
Fair.
and so this is what a lot of
Good.
game developers do to start.
Good
Make
input
a lot
there.
Of small games, and a lot of small games will make you a better game developer later on. So there's two real parts here. Now this is where we would add in all our objects here, characters, backgrounds, etc. Now to add in the actual code, we use this event sheet, right? And basically this event sheet here, you can actually see it here. What it does, it has an action, or it has an event and an action. So in this case here, if we had a bullet that collides with the monster and the bullet get destroyed. So this can be something like unloaded, play sounds, it can be unloaded, there's a whole bunch of different things that we can do here, okay? So in the next tutorial, I'm going to show you how to add in some objects and just do some basic event sheet logic.
Okay. You know what? Didn't really learn anything new there. Don't know what's going on with this. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Is my character name player? Okay. Sprite is player. Global. Okay. It wasn't move at angle, it was set angle. Hold on. System. Nope. So yeah, there. That angle. We're going to do angle. Player. Okay. Is this supposed to be a comma? Is that where I'm messing up? Was that supposed to be a comma? Player dot x comma. Oh, look at that. Now it's coming up. Player dot y. Comma. Mouse dot x comma mouse dot y. Close. Blue. Look at that. We figured it out. Done. I'm not that much of an idiot. Okay, let's go back.
With Slack, you can collaborate.
Nope. That's not my boy I was just listening to. No, go back. What's his name? Yes. Blisternix. Bliskin. I don't know. Bliskin. Okay.
X, comma, player dot
So with us doing this here, the mouse and keyboard will work.
and we're going to comment that, and we're going to say mouse dot x. You'll see that it just pops up, comma, mouse dot y.
Is it possible to recommend a beat for me? Yeah. Hey, Clifford. Thank you for coming in. Go ahead. Show me a beat. Or if you want to recommend a beat, go ahead. I'd love to hear that.
The name of our sprite is player. Okay, the reason why this is not coming up is because I think I forgot to give the sprite a name. So I'm just going to quickly check on sprite here, and I'm going to say player. And I'm going to go ahead and
Okay, I missed that a little bit here. What?
player.
Okay, so he fixes the code here. So you gotta know where your dots and your commas go. I like that it goes green. It confirms.
Now I can use the movement, but wherever I move the mouse cursor, he's going to watch, which is fantastic. So that's what we call basically a condition as well as an event.
Okay, let's try it. Let's try it. Preview. Oh yeah, okay. So it'll follow my mouse even while I'm moving. Interesting, okay. Good. Good. Okay. What you got more for me?
What I'm going to do is set the keyboard to make use of the WASD keys, because that is more natural for me when I play games, and I want to make sure that people are familiar with that. So we're going to go ahead and add another event. We're going to select keyboard. The keyboard, you notice, is now there because we've added it as an object here. If we never did that, it would not be selected here once we set added
Okay.
condition. So we want to go down and say if key is down, obviously. We want to select the key of choice. We're going to say is W for up. We'll click OK. We'll say done. Now I've got to keyboard, and it reads as follows. Keyboard, W is down.
Oh,
to an
okay.
action. So in this case, I'm going to go to player, and I want to want to simulate a control, and that control with W is down is going to be pressing up. Okay, so theoretically he should go up now when I press the W key because I'm simulating that control. Now, before I do that,
Gotcha.
make sure that on the layout where the little character was.
Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's see what we can do. We ready, guys? Okay, so we're gonna go here. Add an action. Keyboard. Lock. Keep. No. Hold on. Cancel. Okay. There you go. Keyboard here. And then it's going to be, what are we looking for? Key code is down. Yeah, I think it's key code is down, right? W is down. Okay. Yeah, so key is down. What key? Well, that'll be the W. So when W is down, player will move up. So that's direction, which is right here, right? Angle, animation, appearance, what does this say? Simulate a direction pressing up. A direction? That's not a direction now, is it? That says deceleration. So can we write direction? That says destroy. Allow sliding. Set default control. Back. Vector. No, back. Allow sliding. Okay, I'm gonna have to see what it did. I was trying not to. Let's see what he pressed.
You want to select the key of choice, which I'm going to say is W for up. Click OK. I'm going to say done. Now I've got a
Then
keyboard.
hit
and
the
it means
player.
Keyboard, W is down, do an action. So in this case, I'm going to go player, and I want to simulate a control.
Simulate.
Is going to be
Okay. Simulate a control. Next. Control will be up. Done. Got it. Alright. Preview. So, if I move down, W will go back up. Yeah. Okay. I got it. Easy. Now we're going to do it again. Add another keyboard. Keyboard keys down. What? Keyboard. Key codes. Key code is down. Key is down. That'll be A. Okay. Player. Ooh, we got it. We got it. Done. Okay. Key down. D. All right. All right. Right. And then lastly, key down. That's S. Control down. Awesome. Let's try it. Uh-oh. Why not working? Why is that?
Pressing up. Okay, so theoretically he should go up now when I press the W key because I'm simulating that control. But before I do that, I want to make sure that on the layout where the little character was, I want to disable the keys in terms of direction keys. So we're going to disable the default controls and then go back to event sheet. Now the arrows will not work. Yep, the W will. And he goes up, but I can't come down because I haven't created the other keys. So what we're going to do is we're going to go there, Control C, then Control V, the different ones, and just go ahead and double click and change that to an
He
E.
copy and paste it. Very smart.
As well to an S. S, done. And we're going to go ahead and change this to an A. Right, done. Then we're going to go ahead and just change the D to the right hand side because that'll be right. Double click there.
Okay.
And S is for down.
He's got a space between everything there
And
too.
we're going to go ahead and simulate to the left. Now if we run this, we should have our AWD keys working. And there we go. Fantastic. It feels
Okay.
good.
Mine looks different. How does this look? There's a space between it now. So, yeah, okay, hold on. See if I could do this. Okay. Does it look? Yeah, okay, I gotcha. I got ya. So there's one system. Oh, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Gotcha. So 1, 2, 3. Got it now. See, I just fixed and learned something there. So I don't know if you can see these numbers here. 1, 2, 3 are your lines. That's nice. That makes sense. Okay. Very nice. It's all coming together now. So you do. Okay, you do Control C and Control V. Oh. Wait. Hold on. Let's try that again. Face. There. I figured it out. Left. Okay. Right. And down. Okay, now let's try that. I'm not moving at all. Player default controls, turn that off. Still no movement. Why am I stuck? Let me. How's his set angle to? What is this? Okay, let's try that now. There we go. I had code that didn't belong there. That's S D W A. Up down arrow's not working. Okay, we disabled that. We're doing it through the keyboard. Love it. I love it. Okay, and then this will rotate my character. Okay. Cool. Not bad, guys. 1 hour in and I got a moving character.
So there you can see we've got our player now with movement, and he's able to look at where the mouse cursor is. Right, which is fantastic. The next thing we want to do is basically add an enemy, and then we're going to add some conditions to engagement between player as well as enemy. So we can go again and do just that. Right click, insert a new object, drop down to a sprite, most commonly used.
Okay, he's gonna put in an enemy.
Enemy, let's make it blue. Use that tool and give him some blue eyes. Just that, close. And scale it down. We can use the right hand side here, so 32 times 32. So the size per these blocks because that's the size of the grid.
Okay, so he's made a size.
To him. So let's give him a sign movement. So we can click on behavior. We can use pathfinding. We're going to go through each behavior, guys, so that's just too much. We're going to go ahead and let's give him the sign movement. Let's do that.
So he got sign.
Then I want you to go ahead on the left hand side of the behaviors, gives you a bit of options of what you can use. So yeah, we can go and select maybe triangle.
Triangle.
Let's use the period of 5. Bring it nice and close here. And let's run it. He should move left to right. Right, so here he goes. He's moving left to right. He's an enemy. But you'll notice that when I touch him, nothing happens. So let's go and create something that we know the group.
Okay. I
So in
understand.
most cases, behaviors is a critical thing because if we wanted him to turn to this little player, we would use a line of sight and a lot of different other behaviors. But we're going to look at that in different tutorials. So let's add some engagement. Let's go back to our magic sheet, I like to call it, where the magic happens. And let's go and basically add a new event. Now, I would again group it, but I'm not going to, we can probably just group it. Let's call it attack. Why not? Let's get things properly. Create a new group and let's go and say an event. And we're going to say player. So what's going to happen here is we want to create now something where we basically can give a sort of action between player and enemy. So yeah, I'm going to add.
Okay.
So let's go player, and we're going to look for the collision, on collision with another object, which is self-explanatory, or it's overlapping, but we're going to go with on collision. On collision with another, we can then select the enemy, which is known as sprite, which I'm going to change shortly. Bad habit there again. Let's go ahead and rename this. I'm going to call that enemy, so that we know we're dealing with enemy, we don't deal with player. So there you see player on collision with enemy. That's a condition.
Okay.
Do something. So in this case, let's be creative. Let's go and give him a destroy, just to show you how simple that will be. So we're going to go on collision. Let's destroy the enemy. Let's say this was a tank driving over this, a bicycle, for argument's sake. Let's destroy that. So we're going to go with the destroy and type that in.
Destroy.
If I now touch this enemy, he's going to destroy.
Boom.
And he's
Gone.
dead. All right. So let's be a little bit more creative than that, because I think that just doesn't do as much justice. Let's go ahead and delete that. Let's go back to our layout and let's add another behavior. Right. So let's say the player is going to get hurt when touching the enemy. That just makes a bit more sense. So let's go to behaviors. Let's go and add the flash to give it that feel. So new flash. Right. And we go back to our event sheet. And we'll say player on collision is the condition. We're going to go ahead and say player. Added the behavior flash now will appear. Let's make him flash.
Okay, but these are just tags, right? Like
So let's click done.
you're
What should happen now is he should flash. So he touches, and there you can see he shows that he got hurt.
okay.
Okay, so that is how we use event sheets with layouts and very simple based behaviors to get things done. Now, often the parameters on the left hand side does carry a bit of weight and does allow for extra things to do, but I like to often just code it in on the event sheet. But this is a great introductory just to show you guys how simple it is to lay down conditions and events with regards to Construct 3. I think you guys are going to find it extremely fruitful moving forward to be able to develop kick-ass games. We're going to be doing that over the course of this the series. But that is going to conclude for our first tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it.
Okay, I got ideas. I got ideas. Okay. So, let's go to the layout. Here's my guy, right? Show mesh? No. Show grid. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Okay. So here's my guy. We're gonna make a new guy. So we're gonna go here. Sprite. Sprite's gonna be red. Okay. Okay. And then behaviors. He did sign, movement. We have direction. Okay, that's a control direction. We have car, custom, follow, move to, pathfinding. Let's do sign. Let's follow the. Okay. And then here he has sawtooth, reverse sawtooth, square. What does square do? Okay, let's preview. Oh, I don't like that. Let's do sign. Slow. And then triangle, I think, was a little faster. Yeah, just a little faster. Okay. And then if we add an event here. Start and end, time, loop, general. I don't know. I don't think that's right. Go back, add event. We're gonna do player. Comparing speed, compare frame. Collision. On collision with another object. Wait, go back. No. I think it's on collision with another object. On collision with enemy. Yep. Okay. Okay. So when I collide with that, what's going to happen? Player will reverse, ignore, stop. Animation, set animation. Add child. What is that? Adding children is part of game dev? Spawn another object. Destroy. Why don't we do not set an angle, add remove animation? No, that's not it. Simulate control? No. Nope. Oh man, we're gonna figure it out. What did he do? Flash. He did flash. Let's see if I can get that to do that. Flash. Back. Nope. Looking for. Let me exile it there. Flash isn't coming up. When attack player on collision with enemy player, flash. Is there? Oh, okay. So when I crash into that, and then it's set to, doesn't say. Who knows? Not reverse. Is flash not here? Set flipped. Set color. Move angle, height. I'm stumped.
Right, and we go back to our bench sheet. We'll say player on collision is the condition. We're going to go ahead and say player, because we added the behavior flash now will appear. Let's make him flash for 0.1 for a duration.
Wait, what did he do?
We'll say player on collision is the condition. We're going to go ahead and say player, because we added the behavior flash now will appear. Let's make him flash. So let's be a little bit more creative than that, because I think that just doesn't do as much justice. Let's go ahead and delete that. Let's go back to our layout and let's add another behavior. Right, so let's say the player is going to get hurt when touching the enemy. That makes a bit more sense. Because we added the behavior flash now will appear.
Okay. Set enabled. What am I looking at? I want flash. I want the flash. He's clicking something here. Set flipped. Right here. No, not it. Appearance set flip.
And we'll say player on collision is the condition.
Attack player. Did I do not this right? Let's do this. Add group. Attack. Player. I cleared with Sprite. Destroy. Try it. Boom, gone. All right, not bad for 1 hour. I killed my first enemy. All right, feeling it. We're gonna get there, man. This is good stuff. You know what I could do? He's on triangle, right? Sign. I wonder if instead got rid of sign and added pathfinding. Oh, I gotta tell it to find something, right? Obstacles. Anywhere along path. What is the path? I don't know about that. We're gonna have our fun. We're gonna find out what we're doing. It's all learning curve and up from here. Let's do that. Okay. I got my 2 little dots. Give me a sec here. I'm going to just save this. Oh man.